Right, tonight I'd really like to introduce one of our Business 3000 award winners, and he's a disruptor. He's from Versatile Information Solutions. Praveen Gautam is an award-winning entrepreneur, technologist, university lecturer and trusted advisor. I don't know how trusted you are. Amongst Praveen's passions are speaking, mentoring, coaching. He's presented at business seminars on digital entrepreneurship, technology, digital strategy, marketing, and including social media. Praveen is gaining a reputation as one of Australia's best-known digital entrepreneurs, who also assists as technology partner for many organisations globally. And Praveen is fantastic from so many aspects, and Praveen's becoming a very good friend of Melbourne Business Network, so we welcome you, Praveen. And Praveen's going to give a talk on disruption.
Lovely. Thank you, Bev. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you, John. Really appreciate it. Now, tonight will be very relaxed evening, so don't expect all the PowerPoints and other things. So I'll be very relaxed. If there's any questions you want to throw back, feel free. Right, with my experience, with my knowledge, and obviously digitally changing as we speak. So any questions, it goes questions, right? Now, before we kick on, can I quickly check how many of you are business owners and entrepreneurs here? Right, good. Employees? Good. And entrepreneurs who wish they can be employed? Anyone? I can totally relate, as an entrepreneur for running business for 10 years, I can understand the problem and challenges in business, right? It's not one thing you have to do, there's 100 things, including getting more clients. I was just talking with one of the ladies there, cleaning business, obviously quality, quality leads, creating opportunities, creating more profit. So there's a lot of challenges, and especially the time we are now, it's very critical, because everything, the buzzword in the marketplace is disruptor, right? So, and that's why the things are changing how we do a business these days. I'm sure you agree with it, right? Because the way how we find clients, the way we nurture clients, the way we maintain the relationship is a little bit different than how business have been done for the last few years. But it doesn't mean that it has been changed totally. The concept is same, the way, the approach is just different, right? So maybe perhaps it might be some challenges for you at the moment, finding, look, I'm running this kind of business, how to charge a premium price. Or possibly you might be thinking, you know what, getting quality leads for me is really a problem. So, because a lot of time, lead generation, people talk about lead generation, but they don't really get the quality leads. So that might be one problem for you. What if we can get really quality clients, you're attracting, you're converting, and you're nurturing and growing your business? Right. And that's why I thought, in the short time we have, about 10-15 minutes, I thought the topic itself can be a vehicle, right? You are here and you want to be here. So obviously, digital disruption is a topic for tonight, right? So what is digital disruption? I just want to check out, what is the digital disruption? What do you think? Anyone?
Lack of personal contact.
Lack of personal contact. Oh, that's something different. What do you guys think? Come on, throw me some ideas.
Clutter, digital everywhere. Too much options.
Yep.
Options.
Confused. Yeah, and that's why there's a good saying: confused mind, don't buy. Too much channels, social media, Facebook, Instagram, you tell me, right? There's so one after another. So what next?
How to cut through.
Yeah, how to cut through.
How to cut through.
Yeah.
It's still who's doing it, who's getting through, isn't it?
Exactly. So unless and until you can't really show the results unless and until you test and measure it. So how to cut through, that's a key thing. But recently I did, before I fly down to Nepal, my home country, so I did the workshop in Sydney, and when I was asking, look, what is digital disruption mean? And one of the guy, because one of my business is also apps design, we do apps, some of the biggest apps. And they say, yep, digital disruption is app business. It's app. And I said, no, it's not app, right? So what is that actually? Digital disruption actually is, it's not just a piece of technology, right? It's the way how we engage with your clients, right? So when you talk about some of these big companies which we think about, Netflix or Airbnb or Uber, they didn't just came disrupting the market, did they? No. They came there to fix the problem. So what was the problem? Right? The problem is, if we talk about Netflix, what was the problem? Time to rethink. Yeah, Foxtel charged too much.
Getting pirate movies.
Access to movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Going to the video store.
exactly. And
When it's raining.
exactly. So one of the biggest change, as Bev just said, is going to the video store. It's not convenient. Second thing, the biggest pain point is charging when you don't take the video in time. That was a killer. You know, because obviously the video, yeah. It's a $2 video, but when you don't take that time, how much do they charge?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that they see that pain point. So why did Airbnb did? Whole changing, why is that? Because they see the pain that, look, hotel doesn't really provide the experience. For them, it doesn't matter. They just, people come, people go. There's no local experience. You don't get me wrong, but not the experience in other, but not local experience. And they have a really monopoly game. So that's why they break the whole traditional. And I was telling in last workshop that, you know, when you talk about Hilton, how much Hilton worth? You know, more under less than, certain even not $1 billion. So look at Airbnb. It changed the whole model. Now when you think about Uber,
Taxis are always running late.
exactly.
Not trustworthy.
Smelly.
Sorry, who was saying not trusty? Yep,
Yeah, not trustworthy.
yep, yep.
Don't trust customers.
Which means they just think, they always have 13 last 10, 15, 20 years that thought, yep, taxi is a need. We don't care, customer need to come to us. They never thought about customer service. Imagine when you go to the Uber. Is that all right? You know, the other day, you know, when I was from Melbourne to Sydney, the guy was asking me, as soon as I came in, he come and pick up my luggage. I was there inside, and he asked me, okay, look, the temperature is okay, checking everything. Would you like to have a bottle of water?
Cement.
You're right. So how is your flight? You're right with the time. Do you want to accelerate or anything? You, wow. Talk to me. You know, the experience. So people buy experience, right? So here we talk about, oh, look, if you are in retail, can I quickly check how many of you are retail here? Thanks, God. You are? You are? Okay. So people talk about, okay, look, Amazon is coming, July, August, now it's coming now. So a lot of things are happening behind the scene. And people say, yep, it is disrupting. But still, people look experience. So how can you really provide that experience to your clients? If you are retail, don't just say, look, I better go and join the Amazon marketplace, which you have might be running for 30 years, that business. So the way is find out how you engage with your clients, how you attract them, how you convert them, how you nurture it. And that's what all business is all about, 3 things. We just make too complicated.